Hello everyone, welcome back if you are new. Today we are going to be unboxing a new planner system that I'm introducing, as well as going through my current system of journaling that has been working well since April of this year, so it's been a couple of months. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So we're just gonna start. First off, I just wanted to say I know it's been kind of a little bit since the last time I filmed a video. I actually filmed a video 2 weeks ago, but things have changed within that past 2 weeks. I was talking to my friend Rin about planner stuff, and ultimately I decided to go through with something else, so I obviously did not post that video, so that is why we are here today. But things have changed recently in the past month, I would say. I quit my job. I quit my past job, and I'm about to start my next job next week, by the time I'm filming this at least. And so I am just I'm going to be at a whole different office. I'm going to be doing completely different things, and I wanted something completely new that could be dedicated for just work. And so that's why I got a new system, and we'll go into that. But I just wanted to go over that a little bit with you. I did contemplate bringing back my hobinichi weeks, and ultimately I decided against it. I did a lot of contemplating. I even got a new cover, which I'm going to be returning. But ultimately I decided that I cannot force myself to use this anymore. I have not really used it in months. So a lot of this is just empty because I just didn't find a use for it. I initially wanted to use this for work, but at my old job everything was digital, so I didn't find a use for it. And I tried habit tracking in it, and it went well for the very first few weeks when I didn't have a job. But when I did start a job, it just got so busy, it didn't feel like it was serving any purpose. And so it just became a chore. So I decided against using the weeks, and I will talk about what I am introducing into my system. But first I wanted to go over my current hobinichi techo A6, because I wanted to ultimately give a 1 month update after using this. When I started in April, life got super busy. I started working then, and so I couldn't. So count this as a maybe 2.5 month update, I guess. So yeah, this is her. I have her in this really fun, beautiful cover. There's a zipper pocket. I ultimately used to have markers in here, but they bulk up so much that it just was way too thick for me. So I've taken them out. I keep just all my standard markers in here now. And so yeah, this pocket doesn't have any purpose, which is okay because I only use this for journaling anyways. And so it just opens up like this. It has a magnet, which I really love. I know that a lot of covers have the little snap button thing, but I really love the magnet because it's really easy to open. It's very fast. And so this is her. I just have all my cards here, and initially I did watch a lot of videos and certain things that said in this cover you shouldn't put cards in here because of the magnet, but as you can see I have plenty of sticker sheets in here that cover the space between the magnets and the cards, so I've never had an issue with any of the cards. They all seem to work just fine. So yeah, and I'm gonna pull this out here. There's just this little place this little pocket that I have just this tiny sticker sheet, and most of these stickers are from Drimsy Studios. She has changed her name, so I can link her store down below, but it does have a different name now. But I'm just gonna pull this out and show you. So this is my planner so far. She is getting really full, really thick. I do want to preface this by saying that this is an April start. So this is around the time I got it. I started it in April and it is already filled up this much. And as you can see, the spine is bent, basically. See, like right here. And so I have heard that this is an issue with hobinichi books. I feel also like this plastic cover that I have on it could be contributing to the way the spine is bending. I'm not too sure. But I don't dislike it right now. I just kind of am curious as to what it's going to look like when I fill out more of it, just because this is only 2.5 months. And if you can't tell, I do junk journal in it. So that could be a big contributing factor just because I put a lot of stuff in here. But yeah, so let's just get into it. I wanted to go into how I have it set up. And so in the front, nothing super extravagant. I just have like this little card that I have from a tag I got in this little pocket just because I like it. This is always stuck. This is just the front. I just cut this out from the packaging when I first got it. I don't do anything with these months. I never look at it. I just know what month it is in the year. And then this is the index part. It started before, I guess I started in May, not April. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. So it has the full year, or from February on, but I obviously didn't use it back then. But essentially, I just index 1 or 2 very brief things that happened that day, so that I can just, if I need to, which I haven't really needed to, but for future use, if I was just reminiscing and I wanted to know what happened on a certain day, like on July 14th, which was a few days ago, I got my title transfer and new registration for my car. And so if I just turn to, which I have it bookmarked right now, if I turn to that day, that's what it's going to basically talk about. So that's what I use this section for. I know a lot of people do habit tracking, but I saw one person when I was getting ready to start journaling in the techo use the index like this, and I really loved the idea of that. So that's what I do. And so my monthlies, I have just kept it really brief. I mean, I don't really have a lot of day-to-day stickers that I need to use. I just need to know what's going on. I also have done highlights each month, which has been really fun. I just kind of put certain events that are highlights of the month, and this one I just got a lot of stickers, so I decorated this one more. But it's just been fun to see how different each spread is, different highlights. And yeah, this month. It is very bland, just because there's not much going on. And then we get into all of the dailies. I'm not going to go through them because this is journaling, so I have a lot of personal stuff. But for instance, I essentially journal every single day. I have not gone more than a week without journaling, which has been really amazing for me. And what I mean by that is sometimes I will miss days and I backlog and I go back and look at pictures on my phone, or I ask my husband what happened, and then I go back and journal. There was one period of time in June, the 15th through the 18th, where I did not journal, and it was because work was so busy and I was so tired that I just ultimately didn't feel like journaling at the end of the day. And you know, in the past few years, maybe I would have felt a lot of pressure and guilt for keeping these pages empty and not continued, but for some reason this book has been so helpful with the dates that it really has pushed me to, in the best way possible, to journal every single day, and if not backlog, so that there's a journal entry every single day. It's been really good for me just to remember what goes on during that day and for me to process everything. And so yeah, I didn't feel guilty at all for leaving these pages blank. I just didn't remember, and honestly, I didn't even try to remember. It would have just been super boring. I just was at work, I came home, and I went to bed. So, but yeah, I just have decorated it with lots of just junk, however I see fit. And so yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it. This is a page that I really loved. It was our wedding anniversary, and I didn't even like write anything. I just put everything down. So that was a lot of fun. And so yeah, the daily pages are honestly a really good size. This whole book is a really good size. That's why I think I've just been committed to journaling so consistently in this book, because it's just enough room for me to kind of consolidate what went on during that day in this amount of space. And also, if there wasn't really anything that happened that day, I can either like just write to even halfway and not feel guilty. It's just not even that big of a page. That's the biggest reason why I never got the cousin for journaling, because I just knew the A5 size was not going to be good for me to try and consistently journal. It's just too big. So those are my daily pages. And then in the back, I have an ongoing anime list to be watched, a little sticky note as well. And I do watch a lot of anime, but these are all the completed anime that I have watched, or at least with my husband. So that's ongoing. This is manga. I've been getting more into manga this year, but I still don't, indulge as much as anime, but I want to get more into it. These are just shows/movies that we watch together that are not anime, because we do watch a lot of anime, but we do also watch a lot of other media. So that's just a running list. This is a wish list. I kind of don't use it. I really should, because it would help me like figure out, do I really want this or do I not? But I've been pretty good recently about not buying much. So, but eventually I will use this, hopefully. And then these are gift ideas for either myself, my husband, both of us, or just other family members. This is a potential adulting log for like when we need to get the oil changed, which we do need to get the oil changed, but it's supposed to kind of track when we did that thing and when we need to do it next, but I've never gotten around to it and I really need to. And then this is just a perpetual bill tracker, and then this is a date log. I've been really bad about this, as you can tell. I haven't filled it in since May. It's just kind of been hard because I like journal about it, and my husband and I don't have kids, so kind of every single time we go out with each other, it's kind of a date. But I need to get better at it, and I might just not backlog. I might just start from this month, because I do love including dates. And then that's just a random note. And then I don't use any of this stuff back here, but I do have some sticker sheets back here that I use quite often. And yeah, so that's her. That's my Hobinichi A6 techo, and I only use her to journal, if you couldn't tell. So I mean, I do put in certain events in the monthly spreads, but beyond that there's no planning, just because this is so small and I don't really know like how I would even try and fit journaling and planning in this small size. So yeah, that's my 2.5-month update, which brings us to the new system that I am introducing. And I am very excited about this. Like I said, I went back and forth many times, and I ultimately think this is just what I'm going with. And so I am introducing the Hobinichi avec in the A5 cousin size. And I know I was just talking about how the cousin is too big, but this is strictly for work because I am starting a new job. I chose the avec because it's from July to December. It'll be truly a fresh start, and I'm honestly super excited to try the cousin size because I have been talking to my friend. She has been getting into hobinichi recently, which is amazing, but I've been talking to her about what we would do next year, kind of, because in August, that's when Hobinichi releases all of their new designs and books. And I've contemplated, even before I got this, I've contemplated getting the cousin several times, just didn't want to commit. So I decided to get the cousin because this would be a good kind of trial and error. I could use it for work, and I could evaluate whether I would want to use this for my full-time all-in-one planner. And I'm not entirely set on that right now. I just want to try and see if I could get used to the size. Because I really do like the A6 size for journaling, and so I also kind of would like some separation, so I may just continue this system where I use the cousin for work and then my A6 for journaling. But I just wanted to try, and so I didn't spend a whole lot. I just got the avec, and then I also got a cover for it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be unboxing this, and I'm honestly really excited to open it up and see what it's all about. And I'm not going to be decorating this very much because it will be at work with me. So I know I have decorated my weeks and my A6 techo a lot, but this is going to be in a professional setting, and so I'm not going to be decorating it barely at all. And I really like that the avec, the July to December, is a blue instead of the beige tone. I like the beige tone, but it's nice to change it up. Okay, the cousin is for some reason not as big as I was thinking it was. The A5 size just really daunted me and intimidated me, and this is not as big as I thought. So I am happy about this. I'm very excited to start planning. I am most excited for these weekly spreads. I am used to the horizontal spreads because of the weeks, but I've seen so many creators use the vertical spreads, especially for time tracking. I think this could be really good for me, and I'm excited to use the daily pages for just work notes or client meetings. And yeah, I don't think this has, no, this doesn't have it. This only has 2 note pages that are blank. So I'll be using the dailies most of the time. And so I'm gonna set this aside. And then this is the cover that I got. I wanted something that looked pretty professional. I wanted something that would look professional and look really nice, but not be a hassle if I need to grab it and open it up really quick, which is why I didn't get a cover with any sort of clasp or anything. It just opens like that. So this is what she looks like. Wow, okay. Yeah, she looks really nice. Really nice and professional. There are like stretch kind of marks, if that's what you want to call them. But this is perfect. And this cover is like a lot harder than the A6. Or yeah, this Avec is, maybe it's the cousin in general, but the cover feels a lot sturdier than the A6 size. I'm not sure if I should even use this pocket to just like open it up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what else I would put in here, but maybe I should just leave it be. Yeah, I don't know. But I like this bookmark, and that to me looks really nice. So, obviously I won't really be using it until next week when I start my new job and everything, but I'm really excited to start just in a new system and have it be a little bit bigger so that I can actually start planning and everything. And so yeah, that's essentially all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Thank you for joining and listening. I know it's been a while since my last video. I would love to say that I will be more consistent, but I just can't make that promise. I'm already kind of not as motivated to make my short form content on Instagram. So I would love to keep making content, and I hope that I can make another video after I start using the cousin, but I can't make any promises as to when that will be. But I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.